Hi, everybody. This is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, the Hut, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut, too. Hope you like this video. Hit that subscribe button. So, what we learned about the Giants so far after 4 weeks of this NFL season: garbage in, garbage out. Oh my God! I mean, it's just the same stuff. Just not good enough. Not good enough on defense, not good enough on special teams, not good enough at the quarterback position, not good enough with the offense. The only good thing we've seen is Malik Neighbors, and that's it. And again, they could have beaten the Cowboys last night. It was a great opportunity for the Giants to win last night. But the Cowboys have not been good to start the season. They were 1-2 coming in. Their rush defense is terrible. The Giants only rushed 1.1 yards per carry. Pathetic. And the quarterback, I'll tell you, he is completely useless. Completely useless. Now, what the coach said after the game, and we'll get into it in the video. What's up with that guy? What's up with Brian Dable? He was such an inspiration to everybody that first year, and then everything has collapsed. And he looks so different. He's like a totally different guy. I know he lost weight, but what's up with the dyeing of the beard? I mean, what's going on with this guy? Something's off. Something's certainly off. But here's from GiantsWire.USA today, what they had to say, and we'll get into this. What have we learned about this monkey crap? What have we learned about the Giants so far? New York Giants lost to the Dallas Cowboys 20-15. It was their 7th consecutive loss to Dallas on the 14th and the last 15 meetings. The loss drops the Giants to 1-3 on the season and the all too familiar place of last in the NFC East. And here's some things that they thought they was glaring. Time of possession means nothing sometimes. Okay? Things are so bad, folks, that I think some people can't handle it. I think some different websites are probably just beside themselves of how bad the Giants are. The Giants won the time of possession battle 35-37 to 24-23. Usually that would translate into a sound victory, but in their case, it didn't. The Giants had 4 drives of over 10 plays and came away with a field goal each time. In fact, they only got into the red zone twice the entire night despite the dominant ball control. Well, because you have a lousy quarterback that doesn't seem to know what he's doing. I mean, let's be honest. Also, Dallas came into the game sporting the worst defense in the NFL against the run, allowing 185.7 yards per carry. Giants have been rushing the football fairly well the first 3 weeks and should have had a big night on the ground on Thursday. That didn't happen. The Cowboys tightened up their run defense and held the Giants to just 26 yards on 24 attempts. That's 1.1 yards per attempt. My goodness, this is terrible. It's even worse than what I thought. And of course, Daniel Jones, he can't throw down the field. The Giants have not thrown the ball long very often all year. Quarterback Daniel Jones had just 2 completions over 20 yards in the game, had just 8 coming into the game. And as you know, the game ended on an interception because he had to throw it downfield. And that ended the game. The 30-yard connection to Malik Neighbors was the longest completion of the season, and it came as a result of a mismatch off the line of scrimmage. The Giants couldn't exploit that further, however. There were many long shots taken down the field by the Giants in the game. On more than one occasion, the receiver was downfield well before the ball, which was underthrown. Jones at one time, was one of the NFL's most accurate deep passers. But that is not what we saw on Thursday night. His arm does not look great. It didn't look great last night. That's for sure. At some point, you would think the Giants would get tired of getting shredded by the same player over and over and over again. But yet here we are, dissecting another Dak Prescott dissection of the Giants' defense. Prescott hit 22 of 27 passing attempts for 221 yards with 2 touchdowns and no interceptions for a quarterback rating of 125.5. The big blow was a first-half 54-yard hookup for a score to wide receiver C.D. Lamb. He was sacked just one time and hit a total of 3 times. Whatever the game plan was to slow him down, it didn't work again. So they're not touching him at all. This wonderful defense. Third-year wide receiver Wan'Dale Robinson has been overshadowed by the arrival of Malik Neighbors. On Thursday, Robinson had another strong game with 11 catches on 14 targets for 71 yards. The 11 receptions are a career best for Robinson. Robinson has been targeted 38 times in the Giants' first 4 games. He has 26 catches for 194 yards and a touchdown. But Radio was saying, well, it doesn't matter at this point. I mean, really doesn't at this point. That's for sure. And now let's talk about the Giants coach and what he said about Daniel Jones, which is just unbelievable. Again, from GiantsWire.USA. Giants, Brian Dable, proud of Daniel Jones. He's been locked in. Oh, yeah, he's been locked in all right. Locked away, should be. Locked in my foot. New York Giants quarterback Daniel Jones is back to being a lightning rod on Friday morning, taking heat from the fans and analysts over 2 or 3 underthrown passes in the 2015 loss to the Dallas Cowboys. Those warrant criticism, but the blame, as it usually does, it seems a bit over the top. After all, Jones has performed at a much higher level in recent weeks, including Thursday night's game when he completed 29 of his 40 pass attempts for 281 yards and 1 Hail Mary interception. That's something head coach Brian Dable recognizes. He had nothing but praise for his quarterback following the Week 4 defeat. 3 games in a row, I'm proud of the young man. He's made good decisions. He's thrown the ball where he needs to throw the ball. I thought for 3 games he's been locked in. He's played well. He's not a young player. How many years has he been with the Giants? 6 years? He's delivered the ball where he needs to. Again, we had some opportunities to continue drives today as well. I'm proud of how he's performed, how he's prepared. He's done a nice job for us. Bullshit. Just not good enough. It's just not good enough, folks. It's just not good enough. And that's the problem with him. And that's been the problem with Daniel Jones. He's just not good enough. They made a mistake re-signing him to that long-term deal, giving him all that money, and where has it gotten him? Where has it gotten him? I mean, to see this continuation of this lousy play, lousy decision-making, underthrown passes, just not being much of a leader. It's just not good enough. And that's what it is. That's really the main word. When I watch this particular quarterback, he's just not good enough. It's not that he's terrible. It's not that he's great. He's not great, that's for sure. He's just not good enough. And the Giants should have looked, and not wasted all these years now, the last 2 years on this particular player. They should have brought in another veteran player, another veteran quarterback that could have handled this and been able to do a better job. How many years are they going to give him? How many years are they going to give Daniel Jones? How many? 10 more years? We've seen enough of this. And how many coaches is he going to get fired? He got the last coach fired, and at the rate they're going, Brian Dable with his, million pounds that he's lost in the dye job on his beard, is going to be out of here. And this sort of acceptance of mediocrity. It's all about winning. That's all that matters now. This is not about the process. This is not about progress. This is about winning. They're not winning. And they had no running game against a team that had been struggling defending the run. And they were hurt defensively in this game last night. Well, you let me know what you think about this video. Oh, this is going to be a great 10 days. Back later on, I guess, at some point, talking about the next debacle here at the Baseball Head 2, and I'll see you later.